Good morning, everybody. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, donation-based yoga outreach community here in Lansing, Michigan. We've been donation-based for the last 10 years. We're bringing it to you live from inside of the studio, really missing having all the bodies here. But I'm also able to stretch out and grow in new ways of being able to share our yoga practice, bringing this into your home environment. Good morning, everybody. I'm Belinda. All right, so I need to remember to mute my stuff all the time. All right, so we're going to get flowing here. I'm looking on the Facebook, looking to see if there's any comments from any requests. If I don't see any requests, like in the next minute or so, we're just going to start to flow. Feel free to follow along. If you are new to Just Be Yoga and how I teach, please know that this is not a Simon Says Yoga experience. This is about you connecting in with your body and your mind and try to be in a balanced relationship between the two. No one, not the body, not the mind, is in charge. We're going to collaborate. We're going to feel things out, negotiate, and find a balanced space in our strength, in our fluidity, in our truthfulness, in our expressiveness, hopefully in our laughter. All right, so what we got here? Kelly? What? You want to roll? Okay, back, trunk, thighs. Love it. Oh, so awesome. Thank you for joining. Big virtual hugs. Yes. Okay, people, why don't we start? Let's start standing today. All right, so I'm going to come up to the top of our mat and we'll get ourselves ready to flow. I'm going to hopefully not be beheaded here. Stand in yourself, stand in your mat, stand in your breath. Let's embrace that. What does standing in my breath mean? Letting my breath help me stand. With every inhale, let's draw in a new possibility, a new awareness in this moment. With every exhale, releasing what no longer serves us. And what we're releasing doesn't have to always be toxic or bad. We can release to just freely give it away. Our love, our care, our understanding, our joy. So let's take a moment and embrace an intention for our practice today. Well, we want to empower ourselves to feel, empower ourselves to live, and empower ourselves to release. We'll breathe in and lengthen upward. Exhale softly, lower it down. Our power doesn't have to be aggressive. Breath in, lifting the chest, connect with fluid movement. Exhale, stepping it back. I'm going to start on hands and knees plank. Exhale, lowering it down. Breath in, lifting the chest, Cobra, nice and easy. Exhaling to the knees, tuck the toes, lifting hips, down dog. Deep breath. Sigh it out. Now let's try to work on some mindful breaths through the nose. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, push the butt up, look up. Exhale, travel your feet up. Take as many steps as you need to get up there. Half flat back, breath in. Forward, full breath out. Inhale as we rise. Reaching upward, connect to what you reach toward in life. Exhale as you forward fold, bowing down. Breath in, expand in the breath, make room for the breath. Exhale, stepping back to plank, maybe using those knees, lowering through chaturanga, elbows framing your ribs. Breath in, Cobra. I'm going to stay in the Cobra, relaxing in my back, easing my way, talking to my. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lengthen the spine, push down and forward. Exhale, travel the feet up in between your hands. I'm alternating the feet that I step with. Breath in, let the breath teach me. Forward, fold, release. Inhale, all the way up, lengthen from somewhere new in your body. Exhale, release and let go. Half flat back. Stepping back to plank. Let's try to stay calm in our breath. Exhale as we lower. Breath in, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog, pressing my heels back, lifting through the tailbone, extension through the arms and the chest. Inhale. Exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet up. Half flat back, breath in. Forward, fold, breath out. Chair pose. The breath is the practice. Inhale. Exhale, forward, fold through your nose. Half flat back, breath in. Exhale, stepping it back patiently, slowly, mindfully, grazing your way through. Breath in, up dog or cobra, slide into it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, breath in. Hip is neutral, drive the heel up. Exhale, stepping your foot through, back foot is flat. Making your way up, breathing in, warrior one. Hands can always be to prayer. Hands down, stepping to plank. Maybe you want to keep that leg lifted as you lower through. Inhale, up dog or cobra, shoulders back and away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Check in on your motivation now. Breath in, left leg lifts. Exhale, stepping that foot through. We're here to connect, not tear apart. Back foot flat, breath in. We're going to rise. Choose where those hands are. Lift the chest. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping to plank. Lowering through. Take your time. Be present. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Feel it. Let it nourish you. Exhale out what no longer serves you. Inhale, look up. Step it, walk it, or jump the feet up. Half flat back, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Wide open throat. Chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Half flat, breath in. Hands down. You can step to plank and go to down dog and skip all of this or lower through. Breath in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, breath in. Exhale, stepping your foot through, back foot flat. Sink the hips as you rise in the heart for your warrior. Exhaling, hands coming down, stepping back. Remember, you can go to down dog here or lower through. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, facing dog. Left leg lifts, breath in. Exhaling your foot through, back foot flat. Sink as you rise into your warrior here. Who is she, he, they? Breath in, hands down, stepping to plank. Maybe go to down dog or lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Try not to swoop into that. Don't let it be a drive-by moment where you miss something. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, look up. Step, walk, or jump the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Let's come all the way up. Let's root and rise. Hands to prayer. Pulling that left knee up and extend. Breath in. Tilt the chest forward and sweep the right leg back. Warrior 3. Inhale it back up. Uttira Nohasta. Padangustasana. Pull that knee up and tree. Find where you want that foot. You can bring it up against the sole or the ankle of the other foot, just to show us here, or have it on the calf, or have it in your inner thigh. Breath. Gentle side bend, maybe, or come out. Breathe. Bringing it back up. Can we bring our focus in like a laser? Bring that knee and place it down. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Good, let's bend the knees. Find a chair. Reach forward. Maybe put your hand on a block to twist, so right hand to the block, or right elbow to the left knee. Palms together, twist. Full breath. Good. And switch. Maybe bring your left hand to the floor or a block, or left elbow, right knee. Twisting the rib cage, weight in your heels. Calm in your mind and your breath. Good, let's reach forward and let it go. Big breath. Try not to be shy about making a sound, a groan, a moan, and we'll round the spine. Up. Rooting. Bringing this right hand to the chest. Extending that right leg out. Maybe you reach the arms. Maybe your hands are in prayer. Tilting the chest forward. Sweeping and swinging that straight leg back. Warrior 3. Breath. Bringing ourselves back up. Lifting. Reaching. Breath. Finding your tree. Breath in, breath out. Maybe bending your tree trunk. Breath in, breath out. Bringing it back, bringing that knee back, placing it down. Breathe in, maybe a bit of a back bend, forward fold, let it go. Half flat back breath in, hands down, step to plank. Good, let's go to chaturanga, elbow height, back up, down dog. Right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Good, I'm going to cross this right knee to my left elbow and breathe. Now straighten that right leg, root into the right arm, and lift that left arm up. Breath. Bring it back, down dog, right leg lifts. I'm going to bring that foot through in between my hands and come up for crescent warrior. We're going to open it up for warrior 2. I'm going to spin the back foot flat, turning it to warrior 2, but I'm going to turn so I'm facing you guys, still with the right leg bent. Breath. Back arm down the back leg, reverse. Side angle. Maybe that elbow stays on your knee. Sinking, twisting, Breathing. I'm going to bring this left hand behind my back. Maybe it finds my hip crease here. Opening up my shoulder, opening up my heart. I'm opening my hips. Breath. I'm going to release that arm and straighten the front leg for triangle. Rooting down through that left leg. Opening up my heart. Good. I'm going to bend that knee again back to that side angle. Bringing it up, touching warrior two. Feel those hips growing tall in the spine. Good. Let's windmill the hands down. Step to plank. Chaturanga, elbow height. Back up to plank. Down dog. Breathe. Release. Be present. Left leg lifts. Let's point the toe. Open that hip. What effort do we not need right here? Make sure that as you're tapping into your power, you're feeling both sides of power. The soft and the hard. The positive and the negative charge. Good. I'm going to bring this left knee toward my right elbow. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Breathing. Feel that center core of us twisting, engaging. Straighten that left leg. Press it down. Lift up through that left arm, sweeping that right arm out. So free, so open. Bring it back, down dog, left leg lifts. And bring the foot through in between the hands. Stay on the back toes, seeing if I can lift my torso up for my crescent. Ooh, where does this take my attention? In my groin, in my heat that's building. Breath in, breath out. Try to be in your back leg. Not just in that front leg, be in that back leg. And I'm going to spin that back foot flat and open it up. And yet again, I'm going to turn. My sequencing did not allow for, where am I going to be? All right, left leg is bent. Right leg is straight. Feeling out these hips. I'm going to settle in my breath. Settle in my mind. Be in my spirit, a balanced space. Reverse. Try not to lock your knees. See where you can allow space to be coming in. Space in the hip, space in the ribs. Have we occupied that space lately? How does it feel to occupy that space? And then we'll come on for our side angle. Your elbow can rest. Maybe your arm comes down. Maybe you use a block here. Rotating and revolving the chest, pressing down through the baby toe edge of that right foot. Fullness of breath. Don't suck the tummy in. I'm going to expand that arm and then see about finding a wrap. Ooh, that right shoulder is definitely holding. A little bit of old injury and a little bit of excess from this week. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. I'm going to straighten my left leg for triangle. I'm going to readjust them, sliding a little bit. Thrust the hips. I'm thrusting toward the camera. Expanding my spine long. And then stopping trying so hard. I'm going to stop trying to achieve, trying to do, trying to perfect. Enough. What is that concept of enough? I'm going to take it back to that side angle, bending that front knee, bringing it up for warrior 2. Hands down to the floor, lifting the foot, stepping the plank. And we'll lower to chaturanga, back up to plank. Chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Sink in the hips, drawing the chest upward, shoulders down. Breath is abundant. Relax your jaw, relax your faces. Maybe work the hips a little here. And downward facing dog, hips rise, head down, deep breath. Pressing the heels back, spreading the toes, engaging the muscles in my thighs, letting the shoulders go. Occupying breath, occupying body. Are they working together or are they at odds? Coming to the knees in fine child's pose. Your knees could be wide or together. Sinking the hips back. I'm just going to let my chest rest. Imagining that at some point in my infancy, this was where I liked to chill out. Because everything in my body says, yes, please. Feeling my heartbeat and acknowledging that ease and rest are just as much a part of my power. Breathe in, breathe out. That the cool down is just as much a part of the heating up. To the other side, just to be balanced in my neck. Now bring the arms out in front of me and get ready for a down dog to go through our sequence again. If something inside of you says you need a pause, take that pause, all right? You're not here to keep up. Remember I said this is a Simon Says yoga experience. Some of you may be hearing the train. Yay for the train. Letting you know we're definitely here in real time Lansing. All right, we'll come forward to hands and knees. Tug the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Now, if those heels are really easily coming to the floor, maybe walk them back an inch or so, finding a new edge for what you can lengthen into, a new edge for different areas of the body, in your hamstrings and your back that you can become familiar with, giving them your attention because you're touching them now. Where can your breath fit in? All right, we're going to go through sequence. Breath in, push the butt up. Can you feel length in your ribs? Exhale, travel the feet up in between your hands. Remember to alternate your lead leg. Half flat back, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Inhale all the way up. Let's lift from the heart, root from the legs. Forward fold, let it go. Let your jaw go, let your neck go. Inhale, inflate, let the breath teach you. Exhale, stepping the plank, lowering through, up dog or cobra. Breath, shoulders down, loosen your vertebrae. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Look forward, step walker, jump the feet up, alternate your lead leg, make sure your feet are even. Half flat, forward fold, chair pose, inhale, forward fold, exhale, half flat, lengthen, mean it. Stepping the plank, maybe go to down dog, lower hips are down, elbows bent for Cobra. Tops of the feet down, knees are cleared of the mat for up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, nice and neutral. Drive that heel up. Let your head go, no thinking aloud. Bring that foot through, back foot flat. Ride the feeling, maybe close your eyes as you come up for warrior one. Breath in. Exhale, hands come down, stepping the plank, maybe keeping that leg lifted as you lower. Breath in, up dog or cobra. Breath out, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, breath in. Exhaling it through, placing it down, don't slam it down. Back foot flat, breath in, sinking and rising. What is the intention in this warrior? Hands coming down, stepping the plank. Maybe you come through, maybe you go to down dog, no shame. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Look forward, travel the feet up. Half flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose, breath in. Reach forward, find your twist. Left elbow, right knee, whatever side. You got two choices, that's all. Breath in. Breath out. Reach forward, let's switch. Right elbow, left knee, maybe hand to a block. Revolve from the lowest part of your spine. Force nothing. How do we practice acceptance? Right here. Make peace with your feet, your knees, your thighs. Breath. Reach forward. Forward fold, let it go. Rounding the spine up. Coming upright. Good, let's find whatever tree is ours. We're going to bring that left foot up against the ankle. Maybe the groin. I'm not going to turn sideways this time so I can stay oriented on the mat. I'm going to lift up. Maybe find my side bend, maybe not. Maintaining my connection with tranquility and peace. No matter where I am in my practice, no matter where I am in my life. Breath. Maybe taking note of how often our peace and our tranquility has been rocked of late. Bring it into you right here. Where the tree that's inside of you that bends with the wind. Bringing that knee up, extend. Ready, warrior three. Maybe your hands are in prayer. Feel your way, tilting, hinging, breathing, calm. Where's that tranquility? Where's that tranquility in your power? Bringing it back up. No rush. Nobody is rushing you. You are in your skin. You get to choose that pace and bring it down. No one gets to move your spirit inside of you. It's yours. Breath in, let's lift. Shine it, express it. Exhale, forward fold. All right, chair pose, sink, lift, breathe. Y'all, you know I'm so used to teaching this as 90 minutes. Reach forward, gonna find the twist. So I gotta not be cooking this up too much, right? Breath, twist. And then let's reach it forward, reach it forward, reach it forward. Other side. Bring more patience on this side. Notice the parts of you that are like, okay, let's be done. Okay, let's be done. Okay, let's be done. And just say, no, I'm here, I'm chilling. Harness that tranquility, that peace, that joy. Let's reach. Smile. Laugh out loud. Laugh. And let it go. Rolling the spine up. Feeling yourself kind of sprouting out of your own soil upward. Feel the sweat, feel the heat, feel your breath. They're all parts of you. Honor them. Give them your attention. Tree on the other side. So I'm going to take my right leg and spin that foot up against the left ankle. Finding my breath, being in my breath, being one with my breath. Checking back in with that tranquility. Where is there some tranquility? I'm not going to pay attention to the spots where there's no tranquility, but I want to just lean into the yum. Ooh, there's a lot of tranquility in my hips in this space. My torso. There is a little sweet harmonic right in there, right in there. And that's my harmonic, right? You've got your harmonic somewhere else. I just found a little space of harmonic. Now I might see if I can tune that up a little bit with a side bend. Oh, one wants to sing inside of me and says, oh yeah, hit my note, come on. Breath, tranquil, joyous, forgiving, playful, coming back out. I'm going to pull this knee out in front of me. Reach and extend. This leg is starting to bark. And I'm like, okay, I hear you. So I'm going to sweep it back. I might actually bend that standing leg a little to give it what it's asking me for, and that's a little forgiveness. Breath. It's not saying it doesn't want to hold me up. It's just saying, Belinda, yo, give me a break here. So I gave it some attention. I listened to it. And I gave it what it needed, and it still supported me. And then, whoa, look, here we are, back in our mountain. Breath in, lift from the waist. Exhale, forward, fold, let it go. Good, half flat back. We're going to step to plank. Chaturanga. Breathe, hold, breathe, hold, breathe, hold. Back up to plank. Don't just push it up there. Don't just shove it up there. Be in the presence of the transition. Downward facing dog. We're going to lift that right leg, point the toe, open the hip. Bend the knee, arch the back. Now I'm going to flip my dog. You can stay right here. But I'm ready to change my perspective. Really haven't changed much perspective today other than in the forward bend. So now I'm going to reach up and look up. It's actually been something I've done a lot through this pandemic. When I walk the dog, I find this big field, and I just lay down and just look up at the sky and just let the heavens reveal themselves to me, bringing in that humility of just laying on this big blue rock, looking up at the sky and just being one with the earth, and the atmosphere, and the universe. Bringing it back down, dog, right leg lifts. Right knee, left elbow. Holding, breathing. Straightening the right leg, changing that perspective again. Good, I'm going to bring both hands down, bring that right leg up, down dog, right leg lifting, bringing that foot through, staying on the back toes, and taking my time, navigating, coming up for my crescent. Check in with my breath, regulate that breath. Did it start to run away from me? The last thing you want is your breath to run away from you. I want my breath with me all the time. Since the first breath I took when I entered this realm, we made it a pact. All right, let's spin the back foot flat, finding that warrior two. You know what? I'm going to stay right here. I'm not going to turn on this side. Sink, reverse, breath. Now's the time in our practice, and some stuff might actually start to tighten more than release. Will you listen? Will you collaborate? Side angle. Or are you here to kind of beat your body into submission? How is that a yoga practice? It sounds like punishment, not a practice. Maybe wrapping this arm around. Breath, maybe not. Maybe explore it and see what's in there. See what we run away from. See what we're afraid of. I'm going to release that arm and straighten that leg, finding my triangle. Breath in. Open those shoulders. Breath out. Stand in the strength of your legs that have carried you on this journey. Ooh, I'm going to bend that knee, find that side angle. Bringing myself up, touching that warrior two. Hands coming down, stepping to plank. Chaturanga, I'm going to hold this as a valid posture. It is a valid posture. We often drive by through it. Bring it back up. Good, down dog. Oh, love it when our yoga shows us capacity and possibility. When we let ourselves play with capacity and possibility. Ooh, that's the stuff right there. Left leg lifts, pointing the toe, opening the hip. Oh. Where's that tranquility now? Could you use some of it now? I'm going to flip my dog. You don't have to. Both feet flat, thrusting the hips, feeling my right arm giving me support, feeling my vulnerability. Breath, so exposed, so open to the experience, so open, trusting. Breath. And bring it back, down dog, left leg lifts. Left knee, right elbow, twisting, holding, breathing. Not wanting to be anywhere other than where we are. And then I'm going to straighten that leg, root into it, open my chest. Bring it back, down dog, left leg lifts. And I'll bring that foot through, getting ready for my crescent on this side. Give my body a little love as I come up. Checking in. Everything's still with me. Everything's awakened and alive. Vibrant, open. Curious. And we'll open it up, warrior two. What does curious look like? How do we wear that? Reverse. And side angle. Maybe find a bind. Maybe not. What's still opening here? The chest, the hips. Dare we say our mind? Releasing the bind, engaging the core, keeping that knee bent, rising up into warrior two, feeling my expansion, my strength, my openness here. Forgot about the triangle here, so I'm going to straighten and come on back over, because, yeah, I need a triangle. Breath. I'm just going to bend that knee and bring the hands down. I'm going to bring this knee down and step the other knee back and find child's pose. Breath in, breath out. You want to come up to hands and knees. I'm going to turn to face you guys, and I'm actually going to come a little bit closer. going to come down to a squat. So I've got my feet a little wide, maybe as wide as your mat. And then see what your knees and your hips allow here, all right? So depending on what's going on in our own bodies, these hips and those knees may not accept this. So if so, just go ahead and sit with your knees wide and sit up tall in the chest. Everyone else, if you're in this squat, we're going to lift up through the chest, shoulders down, letting gravity take our hips. This is our natural space for eating, hunting, gathering, defecating, birthing. Chest up. Good. All right. I'm going to bring my hands down, shoulder width right here. So we're going to play with a little bit of Bhujapidasana, maybe Titibasana. Maybe it's just a bunch of laugh and fall on my face, preferably not your face. Laugh and fall on your butt asana. All right, notice my hands. I'm going to have them as wide as I would have them for child's pose. I'm sorry, for down dog. And I've got my elbows bent. I'm going to shift back and forth, just feeling, bending my elbows as I come forward, using my arms as a natural shock absorber. Keep pulling my chest forward, so I'm actually lengthening my belly muscles, my hips and low back muscles. All in this prep, so it's still yoking. It's still yoga. All right, so I'm going to keep my hands there. I'm going to straighten my legs just a little and walk my hands back. So now I'm getting my shoulders a little bit under my knees, and I'm going to bend my elbows straight back and look up, and I'm resting my hamstrings on the backs of my arms, and my elbows are bent, and I'm looking up, and I'm just breathing. Way more of a stretch in the groin and the low back. Okay, by now you may have done fall on butt, okay? And that's cool. It's all right. Fall on butt is legit. I'm going to start to wiggle my feet out in front of me. My elbows are bent, and I'm going to bring my feet up. Bhujapidasana. I'm just going to breathe, clap my feet, looking forward. Whoop, almost rocked it. All right, here we go. Titibasana. Point the toes, straighten the legs. Look, breath, 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 and to the butt. Yay! Was probably a whole bunch on these wrists. So let's work the wrists a little bit. Back. Other wrists, be gentle. A lot of compression, right? Trying to learn how to let your energy rebound out of the spot that's rooting. And then we can help work those wrists out. Good. All right, I'm going to bring my legs now. We're going to see about Gomukhasana, see how that works out. I'm going to bring my right leg on the bottom, my left leg on the top. Now, if this ends up making you look like this, cool, not cool. Cross your legs and just be in crisscross applesauce, all right? Rather than make yourself look like you're in agony, because that's not the goal, right? We are empowering ourselves to be comfortable in the skin we're in. Not seeking discomfort and kind of proving that it ain't discomfort. That's a bunch of crap. That's like doubling down on the untruth to try to make it a truth. Yeah. Maybe some of my friends who are like logic professors or philosophy professors could like rap with me about that one a little bit. All right, so I've got my knee joints over knee joints and feeling this stretch here. Maybe you're just in a crisscross applesauce, sitting up in the spine. I'd actually like to have a twist first. So I'm just going to twist in one direction, sitting up tall in my spine, starting to slow down the energy from our practice. And the other direction. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to bring that back up. So I said we're going to do Gomukhasana. Okay. So I've got my right leg on top, my left leg on bottom. So I am What did I say? Gomukhasana, not Gauradasana. Gomukhasana, happy cow. All right. Sometimes I mix up my Sanskrit, y'all. All right, I'm going to bring my right hand up, pat myself on the back. I'm going to do a modified one because some of us, if you want to go ahead and grab those fingertips or use a strap, fine. But I'm just going to go ahead and find the top of that elbow and just call this enough. Sitting up, trying not to let my arms push my head down. Let the tummy breathe. And come forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Softening something and living inside of that softening, inside of that surrender. That surrender as a forgiving, loving space. Telling ourselves it's okay. Don't shortchange the breath. Let your breath seek new crevices. And we'll let those arms go. And then I'll bring myself up. You know what? Let's just go ahead and have a little bit of fun. All right, so this is my right leg. I'm going to bring this foot down. I'm going to bring my left hand behind me. I'm going to lift my butt. Yeah? And then we're just going to spin ourselves all the way around. And voila, we've switched sides. Yay! Yoga fun. Do it with the kids. And then they'll do it over and over and over. And everybody will get silly. And what a great way to connect and have fun. Ooh, feeling a lot of tightness here on this left thigh, which is actually my right, which is kind of interesting because it's usually my left side that's super tight. Chest is lifting, settling into my energy. And I'm going to bring my left hand up, pat myself on the back, find that elbow, sitting up tall, and experiencing the lengthening through the ribs, through the sides of my back and my waist. And when we're ready, we'll come forward. What are we still holding on to? What tranquility can we invite right here? What crevice could our breath be introduced to here? I'm going to let the arms go, draping the body over these legs. And then eventually rolling my spine out. I'm going to bring those legs out in front of me and extend them long, clearing out fleshy bits, contracting those thighs, lifting through the front of the ribs, relaxing the chin. Inhaling, breath in, exhaling, hinging forward. Breath, acceptance, and breath, and more acceptance. And I'll gradually bring myself up. We're going to make our way to lying down. We're starting to run a little bit short on our time, so we're going to cool down a bit. So I'm going to bring my legs out toward the front of the mat and lay myself down onto the mat. I'm going to walk my feet in and get ready for a bridge. My feet are a few inches apart. My knees are a few inches apart. So I've got a little bit of space here. Relaxing my shoulders, pressing my palms down, lifting my chest. Trying not to let my feet angle outward or pigeon toe inward. Trying to feel out that even, equal side with my feet. I'm going to press down through my feet, thrusting my hips up, still not letting my knees splay. Sometimes it's a good idea to place a block in between your legs and hold the block, and that'll let you not let those hips splay. Now I'm going to travel my shoulder blades a little closer together under me. That gives me leverage in the bind. By having the clasp of the hands, letting a clasp, a bind, help me create freedom somewhere else, freedom in those hips. Let the tummy breathe. Gently letting the hands go, slowly and patiently lowering my hips down. I'm going to allow the bottoms of my feet to come together, knees to fall open, Baddha Konasana. Telling myself that the working, the efforting, the initiating, that we're not investing in that anymore. We're investing in the receiving and absorbing all of the power that's in receiving. See it as a yin and yang flow. As you're breathing in, what are we receiving? As you release your body weight, what are we receiving? Now I'm going to offer for my own body another back bend, but this one is going to be a wheel. You might want to just stay in your bridge. If you've never done a wheel, I really don't recommend that you try to do it at home alone. Prefer to maybe get a private session one-on-one in the Zoom, at least letting me be able to see where your hands are being placed, or wait until you have a studio experience again, rather than risk injury, all right? So if it is a part of your practice or something that you've practiced already, feel free to join me. Otherwise, just do another bridge. Position your feet where you want them to be. I'm going to get ready for my wheel, bringing the fingertips facing my shoulders. And I'm going for this wheel to feel the whole body expanding open in a space of strength and vulnerability, working out the balance between that initiating and receiving. And when you're ready, I'm going to press down through the feet, lifting the hips. I'm going to use my arms, bringing the top of my head down, making sure I can see the tips of all 10 of my fingers. Elbows are pinning, asking those arms, if they want to straighten. Feeling the energy in my legs, the front of my body, the back of my body. Are they working in conjunction? Are they fighting? Can I breathe? Is my mind at peace? Is my body at peace? Is my breath at peace? And eventually, bringing myself down gently, tucking the chin down, bringing the back of the head down, my spine down. I'm going to bring both knees in toward my chest. Pull my forehead up to my knees, a nice counter pose. Don't inhibit the breath. And let the chest go. I'm going to roll on over and come up to seated, and we're going to have our shavas in a seated space of meditation. So position yourself in a comfortable way of sitting. It can be a lotus or half lotus, heel on top of toward the hip. I'm going to go for half. My spine is lifting, perhaps closing the eyes to bring the gaze within. And allow my attention to follow my breath up and down. And listen for the wisdom of my breath. Letting my breath start to guide me into a softer experience inside of me, my inner landscape. Checking with the energy in my spine. Am I slumping? Or am I still offering myself upward to what is possible and still rooting downward into the security and nourishment of the earth? As I sit upright, are there muscles that are trying to do extra work or exert? Where's that tranquility? Three ohms if you wish to join. Wide open throat, relax your diaphragm, feeling vibrational energy emanating from that source within us. Feeling the vibrational rings of sound, waves extending beyond us for who knows how long. When you're ready, deep breath. Hands to the heart center, holding an intention close to your heart that you'll keep in mind for yourself from this practice. Maybe it's about empowerment. Maybe it's about tranquility. Maybe it's just about joy. And hold something in your heart for others. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. And check us out on YouTube, Facebook. We'll see you tomorrow for Chakra Flow Live at 10:30 in the morning, Sunday. Thank you.